Hey guys, it's me, Paco, and welcome back to Bad Witch Books. Guys, welcome back if you are new to the channel. But today we're going to be going over my April TB Rewind, my May TBR. Now, I have a very heavy TBR this month because I'm in a lot of book clubs, I'm in a lot of read-alongs, and I started brought back my own book club. So the first thing we are going to do is my Tbr Card challenge. I'm bringing it back again. I know I took a little bit of hiatus from my cards for the year, and now I'm going to be doing it again. So we are going to pull 3 cards because I have like 7 other books I have to read. And so we're only going to pull 3. So let's shuffle. I guess you guys should see me shuffling, huh? Not looking down. Oh, god damn it. No. Okay. Sorry. Pulled the first card. Catwoman. Can you guys see that? Catwoman. The design is like the claws. The prompt is to read a book with a morally gray character. Okay. Shuffling, not looking. Shuffling, not looking. Not looking, not looking. Okay. Next card is the Fates. I know I drew the Fates. So read a book about mythology or with a mythological element into it. And let's go with the next book. Okay. Shuffling, shuffling, not looking, not looking, not looking. Okay. Wonder Woman. Read a book with a female warrior. Okay, I think I got one for that one because of art I saw. Okay. I will be back. So I have all my books picked out, and I do have a lot of book clubs, readathons, and everything I need to do for that. So a lot of these are there, and I do have the 3 picks that I did for my card challenge. So the first book I have is for my actual book club that I am hosting, the Enchanted Forest Book Club. I have not picked a date yet, but that date will be probably picked by the end of the first week of May. It'll be picked, the date. I'm leaning towards the last Wednesday, not set in stone, but we shall see. But the book club pick for this month, for May, is The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Oxy O. This is a Korean myth retelling, and this is the book club pick. It's got like, they're showing off the book, but I just know it's about like a girl who kind of sacrifices herself to appease the sea god, and then she finds out the sea god's asleep, and so she has to wake him to save the day. But I'm excited to read it. It looks really pretty. So the next book club, not book club, this is a read-along that I'm doing. But one of my friends wants to reread A Court of Thorns and Roses, the Court of Thorns of Roses series. She hasn't read it, Princess from the Castle Library. She hasn't read the series yet. And so I think she's doing a readathon, or we're reading along. I'm not sure. But basically, we're starting in May. And so I'm rereading A Court of Thorns and Roses. I've been wanting to reread the series. I've read it once. I've read it twice. And this is going to be my 3rd time. And I want to tab up this set. This is the like newer covers, but I got the limited editions. So I want to tab up these pretty editions. But yeah. So we all know what A Court of Roses are. We don't need to give Sarah J. Maas any more publicity. The next book is for, speaking again of Princess, her Brandy Shree Reads, Books with Bonnie, and Books with Spree. They are doing a Brandon Sanderson read-along. It started 2 months ago. In March was the first month. So in April was the 2nd book of Mistborn. This is the 3rd book. Heroes of Ages. So this is going to be one of the last books I read of May. But it's for their readathon, and I'm slowly getting through these. The next book is for my book club that I go to in person. It's like with one of the local libraries that I go to, and I've been going to for a while since before I started my channel. And the book pick for that is the Hotel Magnifique. I don't know much about it. I just know it's supposed to have like Caraval vibes, and it's like about this like cool, interesting hotel. It's a really pretty cover. Okay, so the next book I have is for my 12 Recs by 12 Friends challenge. And this month is Princess. It's the third time she's getting a shout out in my video. But it is Air Awakens by Lisikova. I don't know much about it, but I'm here just from the back. It says Phantom of the Opera meets Cinderella, so that's exciting. I've been wanting to get into her books. I really want to get into her Dance with Magic series, which is like the first book, Deal with the Elf King. So if I like this, I'll go into that. I already bought the first book in that series. But yeah, it's really pretty cover. So the next book I'm going to read are is actually a book that is not out yet. I do not own it because it's not out, but I will put a picture here. And it is Hacienda. It is for a friend of mine, Dion, her book club. And it is described as Rebecca meets Mexican Gothic. So I'm really excited. I haven't read any of those books. I do plan on reading Mexican Gothic eventually. But I'm really excited to read it. It sounds interesting. I heard Witch and I was like, I'm in. Take my money. So I'm excited. So now we're going to go to the book picks for the month. The challenge that I'm doing. Not challenge. What do you call the cards I pulled? So for a book with morally gray characters for the Catwoman Meow challenge, we have these Violent Ends, the second book by Chloe Gong, in the first book being Wicked Delights. I think These Violent Delights is the first book, and Our Wicked Ends the second. This is Chinese-inspired Romeo and Juliet set in Shanghai with gangsters. That's basically how I describe the first book, and this is the second, the finale. So I'm excited to read it. I've been wanting to read this for a minute. The next book is a book with a female warrior. I'm really picking this on because I don't know much about this book, but I do not have the card yet because my fairy loot has not come in. But I saw this art print, or not the art print, but basically like the card art of one of the main characters from this, and she is a girl wielding 2 swords. So I'm counting that. I know it's a little bit of a stretch, but I really wanted to read this book. For Wonder Woman. Read a book with a female warrior, and we have Only a Monster. And all I know about this book is this girl, she comes from a family of monsters. And she meets a boy that I guess his family is from Monster Hunters. And I think there's a love triangle. I'm excited to read it. It looks really interesting. And the last book is a book about mythology with the Fates. And I am making a new rule where I have to read at least 1 adult book and 1 middle grade book per month. That is going to be my new rule. And so my middle grade pick is also fitting for the mythology card I pulled. And that will be Arusha in the End of Time by Rashi Shashi. I've read the first 2 books in her Gilded Wolves series. I do have the 3rd book. I need to get to that eventually. But I've been wanting to read this forever. I've had this book forever. And I think it's about time I read it. Really excited. I've heard good things. I love Riordan Presents. I love her writing. So I'm excited to read this. It's middle grade. So I'm hoping to enjoy it. But yes, that is my ambitious May TBR. I have joined too many. I did not realize I joined this many book clubs and read-alongs. Read-alongs, not read-a-thongs. I'm tired. But that's beyond the point, but I hope you guys have a good time. Tell me what you plan to read in May. How is your March reading going? You could always say that. Like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, comment what you're reading in May. Subscribe, set the notification bells. I post a video every Friday, and I do reading sprints Mondays. So I will see you guys later.